Hi, DJ Tina here, host of HMTV Canada Easing. On the phone with me today is Tish of Three Kisses. Hi Tish, I will agree that your song track American Breakdown hits the hammer on the nail when describing the American economy currently, and makes no wonder why it's creating a buzz in the media. What I like most about your song tracks is that they deal with current issues that the listening audience can relate to. In Living in Denial, for one, talks of self-struggle. Nut Job and Losing Control talks about relationships. I really dig the kick-ass saucy attitude that comes out of these tracks. I'm curious, who writes your songs, and is it relationships and social issues, or just anything the band experiences that inspires and motivates the writer to come up with Three Kisses kick-ass lyrics?
Well, honestly, until we got Sean and Brian, our new rhythm section, I say they're new, they've been with us almost a year. But up until that point, Tony and I wrote all of the songs. And now we finally have our band established the way it should be, and we all four are involved in the writing process. So sometimes it's a whole band effort, and sometimes it's just whoever's around, and we jam, and we write what comes naturally to us. We don't effort songs. So there's not a real pattern or much rhyme or reason to the way that we write. It's just what we are inspired to do at the time.
Can you tell us the highlights of your recent album, Nut Job?
Nut Job had, let's see, we tracked that album right after we did national television, and we included some older tracks that we retracked with our previous rhythm section. Gosh, I don't know, the songs that really did well for us on that were Nut Job, obviously, and It's Not About You is a big one, and Out of Control is also a big one. And we've retracked those again for our new album that's going to be out after the first of the year with Sean and Brian playing. So we've been doing a lot of recording. We were in the studio last night and in Houston, and we just completed an album, and now we're working on an EP that will be released about 6 months after the album.
Awesome. How does your new album differ from Nut Job and your previous albums?
The new album it's just phenomenal. The production is outstanding. We're working with a couple of great producers, Eric LaBrosse from Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Cherry Pit Studios, and Dan Workman at Sugar Hill Studios in Houston, Texas. Just the production value is huge, and the musicianship also is definitely a step above. I can't say enough good things about my drummer and bass player. They have just completed the missing elements to Three Kisses, and I'm very, very excited about the future of the band at this point with them on board. Listeners who've heard us before, I think, are really going to be impressed with the way our sound has matured and the production value.
Which Three Kisses song track is appearing on Rat Pack's 4th compilation CD?
That would be American Breakdown.
Now, who helps mix master all Three Kisses music production?
Well, it's these two producers. We basically have it narrowed down to two producers that we work with. Eric LaBrosse at Cherry Pit Studios in Wisconsin engineered, mixed, and mastered the brand new album that we're going to be releasing on the Rat Pack label. And then Dan Workman at Sugar Hill Studios is going to be mixing and mastering the EP that we'll release next summer.
Awesome. I never heard of the show Wipe Swap before. Can you tell us a little bit about this show and Three Kisses' role in Wipe Swap?
Well, the show is about two families who are very different in their lifestyles, core beliefs, religious beliefs, some such way. It varies from episode to episode. When we did the show, we were matched with a very, very conservative family. And being in a punk rock band, that's what lent to the drama of the show. But the purpose of the show is to experience someone else's lifestyle, and the goal for them is that everybody learns a lesson about themselves, their life, or whatever. And it was a lot of fun doing the show. We actually wound up being friends with the family we swapped with. They've become very good friends of ours, and it's really interesting because they tried to match us with somebody that's so different. And in many ways we are different, but in many ways we're the same, and we built a relationship as a result of the show.
I'd like to see that show.
It's really pretty funny. It's a funny show, and it kind of gives you a look into the average American's life, I guess.
I could learn something from that. Has Three Kisses appeared on any other popular shows?
Not nationally. We do play locally on the Fox affiliates in both Austin and Houston, and we played on affiliate in Houston, the NBC affiliate in San Antonio. So other than just local television appearances, wife swaps are big appearance to date, but we're going to be planning on doing a lot more television. We've got a couple of production companies that we're in talks with right now about possibly doing our own reality show.
That'd be awesome to see.
It would be very exciting. It would be a great way to get the music out there and show the dynamic of Three Kisses, because we've got a lot of things going on that a lot of bands don't have going on. For instance, Tony and I are married. We have 2 kids. We have a mortgage, and we still manage to tour, and we have really good balance in our life, and I think that's something that would be interesting to a lot of people.
It would be, and that's amazing that you're able to do all that.
Yeah, it is a challenge, but, if you want something bad enough, you figure out a way to make it work, and our kids are very supportive of the band. Our son is a musician also, and he carries a lyric book with him at school and writes lyrics down at recess, and he's been playing drums for 5 years. He's 8 years old, and our daughter is an artist, and we're very supportive of their pursuit. And my daughter's not really interested in music so much, but she's interested in art. That's her creative outlet, and we encourage them to follow their passions and their dreams, and they're very supportive of ours. We have a very close family.
That's fantastic. Keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Who are your main sponsors and endorsements, and are they with Three Kisses as the band or different band members, or with Wife Swap?
Nothing is related to Wife Swap. None of our sponsorships are related to Wife Swap. Jägermeister is a very big sponsor, and they sponsor the entire band. It's a band sponsorship deal. Paul Reed Smith endorses myself and Tony. Daisy Rock Guitars endorses myself and Tony. Dunlop and Coffin Case. That's the whole band. Daisy Rock also endorses Brian. I completely forgot to mention that. That's a new endorsement for him. I guess he got that about a couple of months ago. So now he's endorsed by Daisy Rock Guitars as well. And we're going to be working on some endorsements for Sean after the first of the year, and definitely being on a label that's going to kind of take us a step up to where we'll be able to pursue some bigger, we've got some really big sponsorships. There are only about 250 Jaeger bands out there, so that's a very difficult sponsorship to get, and even harder to keep. We do a lot of promotions for Jaeger and send them pictures, and they provide us with a lot of free things that we can pass along to our fans.
I checked out Three Kisses video for Jägermeister Karaoke contest, which what was the experience like playing live in a van? And did your band win this contest?
Well, the contest isn't over yet, so people should definitely go to carskaraoke.com and play the video and check it out. It was a thrown-together video. We got an email from Adam Grayer at Jaeger, and he told us about the contest. And Jaeger is partnered with JVC, who's the main sponsor of the contest. And he said, I just need you to shoot something on your own video camera. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything. And so we got this idea to set up the drums in the back of the van, because it's car karaoke. So basically, we're not even playing. We're playing our CD and playing air drums, air guitar, and singing along to it. And so our idea was to set the back of the van up like a stage, and we pulled all of our lights in and just made a fun evening out of it. And a friend of ours and another band shot the video on a little handheld video camera. So that's not a serious Three Kisses video. That was more of a fun contest thing. But we had such a good time doing it, and people have been very entertained by it. So it was worth doing.
It looked like you're playing live.
And that's the point. That was what we were going for. So I'm glad it came off that way.
How was your tour in Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, and Delaware? Did you get a good turnout of fans attending, and did you manage to sell lots of Three Kisses CDs and merchandise?
I gotta tell you, Georgia and Florida are just awesome. We would go to Florida every month if we could. This was our first time to play in Georgia, and they were just phenomenal too. The venue owners were great, and the fans turned out, and we sold stuff at every show we played. We had people, lined up for merch, and in Florida, we had fans follow us from one city to the next. So definitely a tremendous success, and we got the opportunity to increase our fan base considerably. Our Louisiana show had to be rescheduled because Hurricane Gustav wrecked Baton Rouge. Oh. So there was no power there the night we were supposed to play there. But we're doing a a little mini tour, just a 3-day thing in Louisiana in December. So we'll be making up that gig that we missed. And then Dewey Beach, Delaware, that was a music festival, the Dewey Beach Music Fest, and that's just a phenomenal conference and festival. Great networking opportunity. Lots of influential industry people there. And we played 2 shows there. And I also spoke on a panel. I have written a book teaching bands how to get sponsorships and endorsements. It's an ebook. Mm-hmm. And so when we play these festivals and conferences, I'm kind of on both sides of the table now.
Wow.
And that's pretty exciting as well.
Is Three Kisses actively playing live shows in support of cancer awareness?
We are. We play shows supporting the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation, and we've done over a dozen of those across the state of Texas. We just recently played the Houston Race for the Cure in October, and we've got 2 coming up in April of 2009. That's a big charity that we support, and the reason we support the Susan G. Komen Foundation is because I lost my mother to breast cancer. So it's a cause that we're very passionate about, and we always play those events for free, and we pass out demo CDs to the participants just as a way of giving back a little bit.
Oh, sorry to hear about your mom.
Well, thank you.
Do you have any tours planned for 2009 after you release American Breakdown?
Yeah, we do. Well, first of all, in January, we're going to be shooting 2 music videos, one of which will be for American Breakdown. The other one has not been determined yet. And possibly a 3rd video we'll be shooting in the spring. In February, we're going to be in Tennessee. In March, we'll be at South by Southwest in Austin. April, we'll be flying up to the Northeast and playing some Rat Pack Records showcases that Joe puts together. And then in May, we'll be playing in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And then June or July, we're hoping to get up to the Chicago, Milwaukee areas, and there's a festival up there that we're hoping to get to play. We haven't even applied for it yet. I don't think they're accepting applications for next year yet. But that's our goal, is to tour up in that area in the summer, and then we're doing a 10-day tour in Germany in November of 2009.
Wow, that's impressive. Will you be coming up to Canada?
I don't know, but we should get up there for sure.
Yes, especially the Toronto area, Hamilton area. You'd get a fantastic turnout of fans in that area.
There's an awesome band from Canada that I would really like to hook up and play some shows with. Called Go Brag. I don't know if you've heard of them, but I ran across them on GarageBand, and I just love them. They have their songs available to download, and I downloaded all their stuff and burned the CD, and I listened to them a lot. There's some great music that's coming out of Canada. There's
a lot of underground bands, yet still undiscovered in the Ontario region and Toronto area. Indie bands.
It's that way everywhere. Mm-hmm. We have so many talented bands that we tour with and work with, and we're all in the same boat together, and this is such an exciting time for us. You know, signing with Rat Pack, I think it's going to be huge. I love working with Joe. He's a great guy, and I think you're going to really see big things develop for Three Kisses over the next year.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Before we wrap up our interview, can you plug in your links to your main web and MySpace site so international, global fans can purchase Three Kisses CD merchandise online through the internet? And
sure. Our official website is 3kisses.com. Mm-hmm. It's the number 3. And same thing with MySpace, myspace.com/3kisses. And anyone who wants to email us, Sean, the drummer, and I answer all of our email personally on MySpace. So if anyone listening wants to has a question for the band or wants to know more about what we're doing, they can feel free to email us, and we'll get back to them for sure.
Do you have the voting link for Wipe Swap for Three Kisses?
Yeah, the voting is actually over. The contest has ended, and now we're just waiting for the results.
Any last words?
I just want to thank you for having me on, Tina. I really appreciate your support, and we love you guys, and thanks for playing our music.
I want to give a big shout out to Joe from Rat Pack Records for allowing our e-zine to interview Three Kisses, and Tish, you rock. Thank you for this interview.